What if I told you that your child was not just born a blank slate when they came into this world? They came into this world already having a personality, a boundary system, and trigger points that could actually activate certain tantrums in them already without your influence. If you're constantly fighting with your kid, perhaps you are using the wrong instruction manual. Welcome back, besties. Get your iced coffee ready, grab everything that you need to grab. Today, we're getting ready to talk about astro-parenting and coding. In this particular episode, we are ditching the standard parenting books and we're looking into the cosmic code. Your child's birth chart, it's encoded, and in your birth chart is literally the child's soul print. Knowing just really 3 specific points in their birth chart can really help you and change the ways in which you parent forever. It's a difference between, I want to say, breaking your child's spirit and really setting them up to be magical and helping them become a masterpiece. And so no spoilers really, but one of these placements is exactly the secret that's stopping them from their meltdowns. So let's get to it. Let's break down your kid. So the first thing we want to speak about is the sun. So when we are speaking about someone's sun, when someone asks you what is your star sign, they're usually referring to the sun placement. This is basically the engine. It's kind of your child's core identity, their ego, the exact source of their confidence. In this case, you can't entirely force a child to fit into a mold that isn't really aligned with their sun placement. So if your child is a Leo or an Aries and they have a lot of fire in their engine, right? They're quite passionate people. They need a stage. They need to lead. Even when they do make mistakes, don't try and sort of force them to be quiet in a corner. It's just not going to work for them. You're destroying quite literally their life force. If you have a child who's an earth sign like a Taurus or a Virgo, they really are built on earth and they need routine, they need physical comfort, they need a predictable schedule. And so the sun at this point will show you what makes your child feel proud. Your job, I suppose, as a parent at this point is to protect that specific flame and not blow it out because it's inconvenient for you. Now, the second placement that we're going to be looking at is the moon. The moon sign is the inner child, so it's what sits inside your child, their emotional and subconscious selves, their deepest fears, and most importantly, how they actually process these emotions. When your child is having a massive breakdown or a massive meltdown in the middle of a supermarket, usually their sun sign goes offline. You're dealing exclusively with the child's moon sign in this particular predicament. And you can't calm down every moon sign in the same kind of way. If they have a water moon, for instance, right, like a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces moon, then you can't use logic to sort of get through to them. They need a physical hug, they need a validation. But if they have an air moon like a Gemini, Aquarius, or a Libra moon, then a hug might actually annoy them. You need to talk to them or distract their brain from what is going on right now, what is making them quite upset, and maybe explain what the situation is and why they can't have their way, particularly at that moment. The moon sign in this way is the ultimate cheat code for peace in the house. The other placement we want to talk about, right? And finally, we have the rising sign. This is also referred to as the ascendant. So these are the same thing. Have you kind of ever gone to a parent-teacher conference and the teacher tells you about your child and they say that the child is quiet and they're a perfect little angel and you're sitting there thinking, are we talking about the same kid? Well, that is the rising sign, right? It's the social mask that this child would wear. It's a protective shell, I want to say, for your child. And they would wear the shell when they meet strangers or people that they kind of go to kindergarten with, or even in a new environment that they might find themselves in. A child might be a super emotional, sensitive Cancer inside, but if they have a Capricorn rising, they will walk into a room looking quite serious, being quite independent and completely unbothered. I suppose this is why we're always told to not judge a book by its cover and not judge a child by their rising sign in this case, because it's just their armor, right? It's the protective mechanism outside. You have to earn the right, I guess, to see what happens internally. But astrology is not just a box, right, to trap your child into. It's merely a tool, right, for unconditional love. When you understand their sort of cosmic blueprint, you stop taking their behavior really personally. You stop trying to fix them. You start kind of supporting rather than fixing. And you're supporting them in being who they actually are. I want to give you a secret weapon, right? Find out your child's moon sign and drop it in the comments right now. That would be really lovely. And I will personally reply with the #1 trick to calm down around them. So drop the moon sign in the comment section, and of course subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so that we can keep raising the next generation in total harmony with the stars. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope you've learned something, and I hope you're taking great care of yourselves and your children.